Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. Did a little research on Marc Pryor. Now, Marc's an interesting kind of individual, and Marc was born January the 10th, 1963. Now, he has been serving since 2003. I love it when they use the term serving. Who are they serving? They're not serving the American people. If they were, we wouldn't be in a mess that we're in. He is a senator. Well, I guess what they're really making reference to is they're serving themselves. Anyway. He worked in private practice for several years until being elected to the House of Representatives in Arkansas. He graduated initially in 1985 and received his Juris Doctorate in 1988. You notice how most of these senators and congressmen were at one time attorneys? I wonder if there's like a direct correlation between attorneys and whack jobs and senators. I don't know. Anyway. In 2009, in December, he voted for the Affordable Patient Protection Act, you know, Obamacare. And what's interesting is I remember that very well. What happened then was people said that it's impossible for them to have read the bill in the time that they had before they had to vote for it. You know, somebody broke it down by page and words and all that. And anyway, I'd like Marc to maybe, you know, let the American people know how he was able to speed read before he signed that bill. You know what I mean? But then again, Rand Paul did a video and he said that they never read the bills. They never have time to read the bills before they have to vote on the bills. And they pretty much always vote on party line. And since the Senate's controlled by, you know, the Democrats, guess what happens? Anyway, what I want to do is finish talking about Marc. Now, Marc expressed opposition to abortion on demand. That was nice, right? And he voted in favor of the partial birth abortion ban. Now, what's interesting is that he voted in favor of the expansion of embryonic cell stem research. I don't know how you do that to make, you know, I mean, to me, they sort of conflict with each other. And then he voted no on restricting UN funding for population control. He voted no on restricting UN funding. So what that tells me is that he wanted to make sure that the UN got funding so they could implement population control. That's what it tells me. But then again, he's against abortion. Oh, I know, he was going to give them birth control pills. He was going to give everybody birth control pills. Anyway, his voting on the above topics seem to be in opposition with each other. And you know what? I mean, in Marc's case, he's still a young guy, and he's done well for himself. So I think 20 years from now, guess where we're going to find Marc? We're still going to find him as a senator. That is, if Obama doesn't sort of shut the whole Congress down. You know what I mean? But if he doesn't shut it down, I'm willing to bet you a whole lot of money. I'll bet you $50 that this guy, Marc Pryor, will still be a senator 20 years from now. Absolutely. He's got all the makings. He was an attorney. He votes acey-deucey. He doesn't know which way he's voting. And, you know, give the guy a chance. I'm giving him a chance. His constituents are giving him a chance. Yeah. Arkansas loves him. Anyway, enough of Marc Pryor.